Get me to a hospital, I'm bleeding profusely. Call me an ambulance, rush me to emergency. I need a doctor and a nurse, my blood and veins forever cursed. I want you.
It's a question, how long has that pizza been there? How long has it been turning? And how much do they want for it?
$500 a slice.
Gross. Greetings and salutations. I am the Eastside Ghoul, coming from you from the L. Now, my keepers have let me review George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. 82, what a great time. This movie had it all. Villains you hated, scientists you loved, and a zombie who's goddamn so adorable you want to pinch those rotten cheeks. What? We're not really doing that one? Oh God. No, not the 84 Day of the Dead 2. Oh, that thing was horrible. That's... What? You mean the remake in 2004, Day of the Dead? It's absolutely horrible. Only thing great about it was the cover art. Oh, not... Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's a 2018 remake of Day of the Dead. Now, people don't know about this, but I love George A. Romero. Love him. Love his work. Now, we lost George, unfortunately, last year. And some of us, not so much, could take it well. So, saying that, we will never lose George A. Romero. His work and his words will live on forever. Like his work for Mr. Rogers, to Knight Rider, to Bruiser, The Crazies, and his infamous Dead series. Now, the reason why it's just called Dead, well, you can't copyright Dead. And unfortunately, George had to, kind of result of compromising to make his art, or selling his soul to the devil. Give it an example. You probably watched the 2004 Dawn of the Dead, owned by Universal. Universal, when helping George make his movie, he sold the rights off. So that's why we have a string of those. So he didn't stick with production companies that long. So he went to another one to make his other classic, Day of the Dead. Sold the rights right off. Well, now these greedy motherfuckers went right to work pumping out a sequel, a remake, and another remake. And we're here to talk about that monstrosity, Day of the Dead, 2018. That's 140 minutes I will never get back. And I'm a ghoul, so... This thing was wrong from the get-go. One, they'll try to draw you in by George's name on it. They wait till he's dead to do that. It says, right, a film aspired from George A. Romero. Bullshit. We have two bullshit writers. Well, one wrote a movie about baby blues. Good luck finding that one. The other one was known doing writing and directing for television series like Gotham, Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. The only thing in Legends of Tomorrow was good was an actor named John. I'm terrible at names. Yeah, you probably know him as Jonah Hex, and I've known him back in 1999 for a little horror movie, vampire movie called The Forsaken. He was the main bad, but now, the reason I mention this, because this guy is playing the smart zombie. I say smart because it's not Bub this time. His name is Max. Now, Max, start off, Max is, A special zombie indeed. We start the movie off, the remake, off with a whole bullshit chaotic scene. I say bullshit because they filmed in Bulgaria, and it was a town, city, street they were using. They put signs where they didn't belong, and they had extras. Extras that they gummed up to make them look like zombies and try to run amok. Didn't work so well. There was a special effect where a person tried to get away with the car. Classic, I can't turn it on. Have my driver's side window rolled down. Why? During a whole fucking riot scene. This zombie runs in and they saw one of the classic, splatter blows. Air cannon with a bunch of splatter gets on the windshield. And apparently this director, Hector Varez, told this guy to, when it explodes up, to smear it all around the place. That was one smelly red flag popped up in this movie. We get introduced by a character named Zoe, played by a British actress, who has more charisma and acting ability than, a plank of wood. Zoe was a nurse per se, working for going for school to eventually become a doctor. Unfortunately, she had to go down to the Manning Clinic and get introduced to Max. Max is our smart zombie. Now, you might be thinking, he's like Bob. He's better looking, and you can pinch those chicks and they won't pull right off his This is not Bob. This is not Bob. Bob is your friend. Max will anally and vaginally rape you. Yes, Max is a creepy, raping zombie. Well, at the point in the beginning of the movie. The whole reason why Max is lashed on the Zoe, because every time he goes to the plasma bank, he asks for Zoe to draw his blood. Now, why would they just stomach this? I've been to a plasma bank when they allowed me before they found out what it was. And I know many other people have gone to plasma banks. You cannot ask for a technician by demand, because that makes me feel more comfortable. Now, Max's twist is he has something special in his blood. Don't know what it is, never explained, never brought up again. Well, until later on. Max is getting his blood drawn, and he decides to show Zoe now a scarification on his arm. And then tries to touch her. They have a party, she goes off, and goes right to the morgue. Wanders off from her friends, where Max tries to rape her. And for some reason, there's a body in the morgue, and they decided to just come up and take a bite out of fucking Max. And that's how it starts off. We skip to later, for some bullshit, aerial scenes I use for drones. And by the way, drones are awesome. And if you're a filmmaker, that's a cheap way to do your crane shots. Absolutely cheap way to do your crane shots. Fucking phenomenal. And we see a lot of the countryside of Bulgaria, my bad. So, we go on and meet the ragtag team of planks, I might as well call them, because they have the most acting ability of planks. See, here's the thing. I have no problem with models. Not even male models. We all know. I watched Zoolander. They could have got some better people who were excited about that. There was no enthusiasm. There was no urgency. There's like when a crisis happened or a breakout happened, it's like, oh dear, a pipe broke. That's how much urgency it happened. The only person who had an acting ability is Jonathan, who plays Max. Now, Max is a smart zombie. He can smell. He can follow. Apparently he could do parkour. And he could track people down. And also, apparently he could talk. A little bit more than Bob, but the motherfucking could talk. Let alone, Max finds a hair barrette from Zoe. Because Zoe had to go out with a team to get antibiotics. For what? A little girl. Little girl got sick, needed antibiotics. So there you go. During the whole raid for antibiotics, she uses a hair holder, hair barrette, hair whatever. I don't really know. I know when bile gets in my hair, they just rinse me off and whatnot. Anyway, with that single hair accessory, Max tracks her down into the facility, and all sorts of hell broke loose. Not really. They capture him. She kind of teases. She teases a zombie sexually. How can that happen? Why would you do it? For a vaccine. Now, they introduce in this movie a possible cure. Not a cure if you're already Zed, or a cure when you're already infected. A cure if you happen to get bit. This woman, Zoe, tries to develop a vaccine less than 12 hours. And the wannabe Colonel Rhodes wants to kill him straight out. Smartest movie. That's the only person in the damn movie. Yes, there's a colonel, general, whatever, male model from Select. Anyway, she didn't. You know what? The whole time she figures out what to do. I'm gonna take some of fucking his blood and just put it in me. Zombie infected blood directly mainlined in. Now, any other movie, any other thing I've ever seen, comic book, movie, web series, you get some of their blood in you, it's done. It's over. No matter how special the person is, no matter how fucking they climb on walls or they can speak. You're infected. You're done. Done. This movie was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I wish some person didn't make me watch it. Unfortunately, I did not watch it on DVD. If not, that would have gone into the box for the donations for the homeless people underneath the bridge. No magic bullet this time, just a magic vial of blood and a rapist zombie named Max. Yeah, that's what they turned Bub into. Now, horrible movie written by two writers who try to give credit to George A. Romero for this monstrosity. Shame on you. Shame. Go back to writing Baby Blues or more of the fucking sitcoms. Do not touch George A. Romero shit. And how dare you put the name of George A. Romero on your piece of excrement you're trying to pump out to us horror fans. That's my opinion. Just telling you how I feel. Hector Bermudez, the director, did not even know or watch any of George A. Romero's work. So he's trying to make his own. This guy is credited for German movies. I know, Hector Bermudez Weiser. Weiser, he has 3 names. You know, really long names. Very, very long names. It didn't do well at the box office. It went straight to fucking home video. And home video didn't really want it, so they wanted to make a little bit more money. So they went to Netflix. And that's where I saw it. I already give it a thumbs down myself. And I went as far as to give a video email to Netflix for letting this happen. My God, it was horrible. I mean, what? The man just died. You think, man died a year ago. You think he put some of his work on there? Not a jock-off, rip-off artist like these motherfuckers who put that name of George Romero on it. It was absolutely dreadful. So I can't even donate it. I just want to let you people to know it's out there. Avoid it like a landmine if you can. So you might be saying, Ghoul, you just hate You just hate everything right now. This is your second video, and all I hear you hear is hate. Well, as soon as I find a good horror movie that's been coming out, I'll let you know. My hopes are high. There's a couple new ones. I'm actually being really, really hopeful of The Shining remake. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick, fuck you. So maybe we'll finally get our beloved Shining movie. We've been waiting for it all these years to be uncut, put it on the big screen again. Because, love that movie. So I didn't have to do a review on that one. So, please, I love feedback. So if you like this or like my rambling, please let me know. Because so far, all I know about a couple 7 people watched this, my first video, and so far, I guess they say they like it. I took in some tips, put some stuff in the background, like my buddies right here, and better light, and more pronunciation, I guess. Didn't go as well as I hoped. So, till next time, boils and ghouls, kiss, hugs, and belly rubs. And once again, if it's night out, I'm out. See ya.